the first card you have for your past is the King of Swords. Yeah, I'm just seeing you having to rise above something, not lower yourself to something or a person. The king doesn't lower himself to anyone. I think that someone might have been criticizing you at this time, and you just didn't want to lower yourself. You're kind of rising above that. This is someone who you're around a lot. You have to be around this person a lot for some reason. You might even live with them, or you might even work with them, because I'm seeing day after day, day after day. You might have to see this person every single day or every other day or something like that. And they're not always like this. They're not always hugely critical of you, but it kind of cycles around sometimes. Sometimes they're fine, they're okay, and everything's all right, and then they go into this phase where everything just seems to annoy them. So it's everything that annoys them when they're like this. It's not just you. So I think, they can be like this with a lot of other people as well. And so I think at this time, you were used to this. You were just over this in your head. It was like you just rose above this. Like this king, if you look at him, he's up on a hill, he's up in the clouds, so he's rising above, he's up above everything else. And, if this resonates with you, I'm really glad that you did rise above this, because, for one, I think, you're used to this. If you live with them, if you work with them or whatever, you're around this all the time. And I'm not seeing anything serious in this. I know it can hurt if someone really criticizes you in a nasty way, especially if it's personal. But in perspective, I think this was more about them and their kind of up and down moods. And I think you kind of knew this would pass. You've been here before, as I say, and I think you knew that arguing with this person or trying to defend yourself or whatever wouldn't make any difference, and it would kind of blow over eventually anyway. That's what I'm seeing. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is that you were reaching out to someone. I think you might have been venting about this person who was kind of criticizing you, venting about other things that were going on in your life. And I think this is someone who you can rely on, who you know that you can call and they'll help you or they'll listen or whatever. I think this person also might have been feeling a little bit like, now don't be angry because I don't think you realized this, they might have felt as if you lean on them a bit, but maybe they don't lean on you as often. There might be a little bit of one-sidedness there. That's what I'm seeing. Now, you didn't realize that, I don't think, but this is how they were feeling. So just be aware that this is how this person might be feeling. If you know who this is, if this resonates, just be a little bit more caring for them, maybe, if you can. Maybe call them a bit more, talk to them a bit more, and when you speak to them, ask them more about themselves as well, because I think that's what this person's missing a bit, and I don't think you realize it. I think that you might have just had a lot of problems at this time and you were talking about yourself, but you didn't realize this person might have needed you as well. That's what I'm seeing there. So the next card you have for your past is the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I'm seeing action in this. I'm seeing busyness in the workplace or on some kind of work project, something you're working on. This is really kind of focused, purposeful busyness. This isn't like running around in a frenzy. This is like, you're taking action on things, but you had a purpose, you were focusing, you're being organized. And this is probably another reason why you didn't bother justifying yourself to this person in the King of Swords. You just had other important things on your mind. So, this thing that you're working on was very important to you, meant a lot to you emotionally as well as kind of work-wise. And I think, you've had other jobs and you've had other things you've worked on in the past, but this felt a lot more important to you than these other things that you did in your past, I'm seeing. And you felt quite positive as well about this. You felt quite optimistic that this would work out well for you, that you would be able to progress quite well in this, because this Queen of Wands has this beautiful sunflower in this card. So this is all about positivity. And the other thing I'm seeing in this card is just be a bit careful. I don't want to worry you, I don't want to scare you or anything like that, but and this might only resonate with a few people, but maybe even one person, but I need to say this. If you're talking to someone, either on social media or maybe you've just started to get to know someone, maybe romantically, and maybe you're at the stage where you're just texting or you're just starting to talk, be a little bit careful. Just get to know this person properly before you put your whole heart into this. I think this person might like to wander around a bit, if that makes sense. They don't like to stick to one person. If you're looking for someone casual, that's fine, of course. You go for it. That's no problem at all. But if you are looking for someone a bit more serious, if you're looking for a more serious relationship, just be a bit careful. I'm just looking at this cat on this card. You can just see kind of the cat's head, the black cat's head, just at the bottom of this card. Cats can be really loving, but they're not so loyal. So just be careful. They kind of wander around. That's why I was seeing wandering around. And just be careful. This person's a bit of a wanderer. They don't like to stay with one person. That's what I'm seeing. And yeah, they're really attractive too. I can see that. They're a very, very attractive person, which has nothing to do with being a wanderer. I just saw that. But yes, just be a bit cautious. That's all I can say about that. The last card you have for your past is the Six of Swords. So yes, again, this is what I'm seeing. This person in the Queen of Wands might have some kind of issues that maybe they haven't gotten over yet. Yeah, again, I'm seeing this person who's kind of wandering around, not quite having a focus. They're kind of moving on from one person to another person, but they're never kind of able to commit to anyone or be with anyone properly. But kind of everywhere they go, they kind of take their problems with them, if that makes sense, because they never quite seem to really work through their problems properly. The woman on this card, she has swords in front of her. She has these swords right in front of her. They're right in front of her face, actually. But she doesn't have her face on them. She's not facing the swords. She's not facing these problems. She's looking down. She's not facing them. So this person does not face their problems. So again, just be careful if this resonates with you. This person probably has some unfinished issues or even some unfinished business that they haven't worked through properly. They kind of wander from person to person, but they never actually commit properly because they have these issues and these problems that they haven't dealt with properly. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your present is the Six of Wands. So yeah, this is really positive. I'm seeing in work, things feel really good for you. This is a feeling. You feel very positive around this, very kind of successful around this, and you feel like you're getting somewhere. I'm seeing that. I keep seeing you kind of comparing this work or this job that you're doing to previous jobs you've had. And also, this is really reflecting where you are in life compared to where you used to be in life. I think you know that this job can take you quite far. You have a lot of prospects in this job or this project or whatever this is. And this has led you to new things as well, or maybe you've just had other things happen coinciding with this new job. I'm seeing a lot of new friendships that you've had around the time that you started this new job or this work project. You might have had, maybe in the past you had some not so good people around you. Maybe you were going down a bad road for a while and this kind of helped you to turn a corner maybe. And I think this work is part of that. And this work and knowing that you're good at this has given you confidence and it's helped you to make better choices maybe. And, again, I'm seeing some people supporting you. I'm seeing one specific person supporting you. But again, I'm seeing that this person needs support as well. So this is probably the same person I'm seeing in the King of Swords. And you are busy at this time. You're busy with your work, and I think this person understands that. They know you very well, but I keep on getting this feeling that someone needs your support. Someone needs your support. Someone needs your emotional support. You might not realize this, but if this resonates and you think you know who this might be, please reach out to this person. That's what I'm seeing. So yeah, the next card you have for your present is the Eight of Swords. Yes, this is not a very nice card. So yes, I don't think that they feel, this person feels able to tell you what's happening for some reason. Now, I can't see a great big terrible thing happening, but they are going through some struggles. I'm seeing that. They're not the kind of person to ask you or anyone else for help. I'm seeing they like to keep these struggles to themselves a lot of the time. There could also be some, this is a bit confusing, but I'll try and tell you what I'm seeing. There could be some emotional reasons why they're not reaching out to you as well. I think you've always been very close to this person, and I think this person's always been there for you, but something might have happened between you emotionally or something like that, and it might make it a little bit awkward for this person to reach out to you. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I wish I could be more specific around this, but that's just what I'm seeing. I'm just getting this feeling that they might not be telling you everything. They're hiding some emotions from you, I think. Now, I don't know if this is making any sense to you, but this is just what I'm seeing around this. So again, if this resonates, all I can say is just reach out to them. Whatever's happened, whatever's going on emotionally, or whatever has gone on between you in the past, whatever, they still need someone. And I think you're the person to reach out to them. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your present is the Two of Wands. So yes, again, I know I keep on talking about this person who's struggling and who needs you, but I keep on seeing them, and they obviously need some kind of help, and that's why I keep on seeing them. Yeah, the Two of Wands on this card, both of the wands on this card need holding up. So that shows me two people, one person who has been held up in the past. So I think this person has held you up in the past. You've lent on them because there's one wand that's bolted to the wall, I'm trying to say, behind this man, and they helped hold you up when you needed them. And there is another wand that this man is leaning on. So they need to lean on you at this time. That's what I'm seeing. Let them lean on you. Let them lean on you. Please talk to this person and just listen. Just be there for them. That's what I'm seeing. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is someone traveling. And I'm seeing someone might be traveling to see you or visit you or something like that. I'm seeing a lot of people. I'm seeing a lot of people might be meeting this person and hugging them. So this could be a family member. This could be someone who could even be living in another country or something like that. I'm seeing they're definitely very far away from you, and they're coming back. They're not coming back to stay. They're coming just to visit, and they're going to be around family for a while. That's what I'm seeing. So, you're close to this person, but you're not hugely close to them. But them coming back is going to affect your family dynamic. I'm not seeing tension or anything terrible. This is actually good. The focus is going to be totally on them. It's like the spotlight is going to be right on them all the time, if that makes sense. And I think you're going to be quite happy with that. I think you're going to be quite happy with your family not asking you questions or anything. You're going to be quite happy with them asking this person questions. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your future is the Ace of Wands. So yes, pure energy, that's what this card is. You're going to be feeling a lot stronger at this time, and you're going to be feeling quite powerful at this time as well. You might have been thinking even about maybe doing some studying doing some extra studying, that's what I'm seeing, or learning something to go alongside this work that you're doing. It's really motivating. This work is really motivating you to do all these things. Reach out to new friends, go and do all these new things, studying, everything. It's been fantastic for you. So I think you might not have had the motivation to do this studying before, or maybe you didn't have the funds or, the money to do this before. I think, I always see this in your readings, that you've had a lot of financial ups and downs, a lot of financial problems in your past. But maybe this might seem achievable to you now, or it might be just that you're in the Ace of Wands, which is all about enthusiasm and I can do anything. So maybe it's that feeling that's making you think that you can pursue this now. But yes, pursue this if you can. Don't give up on this if this is something you really want to do. You are already getting somewhere in your work. I'm seeing that, or your business, or whatever this is. And I can see that. And yeah, there are going to be times in your work and in this study, if you pursue this, that when this gets very difficult, or when you won't feel as enthusiastic as you are now, because the Ace of Wands is this great big burst of energy, and then obviously that can't last forever. You can't keep up that pace forever. So if you do feel really excited about this work or this study or whatever this is right now, write down how you're feeling. Write down, oh, I feel like this. I can't wait to do this. This is going to bring me this and that, and I love it, and this and that. Write down how you feel and everything like that. And then when you start to go through these times where you lose energy, or you're having doubts, or you want to stop what you're doing and not do anymore, go back and read these things that you wrote when you're really enthusiastic. And then you can start to give yourself that kind of extra boost again when you need it. You don't have to do this. This is just an idea. This is something that I do myself sometimes, and I find it really helps me. So the next card you have for your future is the Page of Wands. So yeah, again, this card can also be about studying. The pages are students, and this page is kind of looking up to the top of this wand, and he's thinking, I'm learning something. Am I going to be ever going to be able to achieve this? Am I going to be able to get to where I want to go? But pages are determined. They're young, they're a bit enthusiastic, but they're kind of really determined. They want to do this. They're excited. Sometimes they're not really that well focused. They're teenagers. They're like that. They're kind of like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm excited. Today's fad is this. Tomorrow's fad is that. This is the new thing to do. Now tomorrow it's something else. It's that kind of thing that I get around the pages, especially the Page of Wands who runs around. This page is a little bit like a child on Christmas Day, actually, with a lot of toys everywhere, but they kind of don't quite know which thing to play with first. They might run around from one thing to the other thing, then to another thing. They get all excited, but they don't have any focus. So, you might want to, if you want to do this studying, if you want to take this up, just think very carefully. Think about maybe pacing yourself. You might want to do this part-time, or in a way that fits in with everything else in your life. You have a lot going on, and you might not be able to fit this in. You don't want to find yourself in a situation where you're running around and you're unfocused and you can't focus on anything because you're too stressed and you're running all over the place. So either try and pace yourself, or maybe apply to this studying and defer until you're ready, until you have more time. Or maybe think about doing it in a way that's kind of less stressful for you, or something like that. So the last card you have for your future is the Wheel of Fortune. Fantastic card. Well, it can go up or down, but I think this is positive in this reading. This looks like a compass to me sometimes, this card. Not always. Different things stand out to me in different readings at different times, but this is what I'm seeing here. And I think this compass is telling you you're going in the right direction, you're on the right path, especially when it comes to your job and where this is leading you. Not just in terms of money and progression in your job, but where it's leading you in your life. It's really led you to really improve your life and give you confidence and bring you these new friends and bring you a whole new world. That's what I'm seeing. So this wheel can kind of turn around one way or another way. I think this is turning upwards with this. I think this is very, very positive for you. It's telling you that you're on the right track. Keep on going on that right path and keep on using your instincts, keep on working hard. You know, you've worked hard and that's how you've gotten to where you are. Keep going and you'll get even further. That's what this is telling you. And yeah, things are going to be better for you if you keep on going down this path, especially financially. That's what I'm seeing. This can be quite a lucky card if it's with, you know, positive things like positive cards like the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands, which is next to. So yeah, lucky card. This is very good for you, and it's telling you to just keep on going the way you're going. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing the right thing. You're on the right path. Let your instincts guide you, of course, but you are on the right track. That's what I'm seeing.